I can't get rid of this stupid little spot. Hey everyone, I'm super busy lately with a couple of different videos. Mainly I need to finish up my arcade stick build, which technically works, as well as a few game reviews. So I figured why not do something quick and simple for now. An unboxing video. I only did 2 this year, Fate Extella and the Wii Mini. I've done loads of unboxings before, especially with Neptunia and Disgaea games, but I realized that all these years I neglected to talk about the Atelier series. Today we'll be taking a look at Atelier Totori, The Adventure of Arland Premium Edition. Totori sits in the middle of the Arland trilogy, with Atelier Rorona being the first game and Meroru being the third. I'm actually still missing the Rorona LE. The premium edition of Atelier Totori was released by NIS America, and I got it from their online store, which is why I have the poster too. Before this, NISA LEs came in bigger boxes. The downsizing isn't exactly appreciated, but it does look like it's much easier to include a jewel case soundtrack inside. It would have been nice to keep the size consistent though. They did the same thing with the Neptunia limited edition boxes, and it makes it a bit difficult to have them side by side on a shelf. I've always been a fan of the artwork for this series. The cover image is soft and friendly. There's a sort of storybook or fairy tale feel that I really like. The line art is subtle and intricate, and it's nice to just let the eye wander and absorb all the little details. Even the logo looks great. The best part about the PS3 branding is that it's mostly black, so it doesn't distract from the imagery. The back is decent looking as well. They did a good job of cramming 2 languages in at once without being too cluttered. The extra real estate helps with that, of course. And you can see my box isn't in the best condition ever. One of the corners is a bit dented. Now let's take a look inside. We have the game, a softcover art book, or like an art pamphlet, and a soundtrack which comes in a jewel case. The game isn't really any different from what you would see in a store shelf. Again, the artwork is really nice, with Totori looking out into the ocean. The back has more or less the same info as the LE box, just with a different design. The game disc has the same art as the LE box, and there's even a manual. It's not in color though, and I'm reluctant to call it black and white, more like gray and gray. You can tell it was designed to be in color, but they just desaturated everything to make it grayscale. That always looks like crap. They just didn't put any effort into making it look good in black and white. That being said, I was a graphic designer, and a lot of times stuff like this just isn't something the designer has any say over. The art pamphlet is softcover and in full color. It's not the most comprehensive thing ever, but it's still nice to look through. There are character profiles and a couple of sketches and illustrations. The paper quality is average, nothing spectacular. Feels almost the same as the manual actually. What I find weird is how they managed to make the spine feel as stiff as a hardcover book. They got rid of the only thing a softcover art book has going for it. I can't spread the pages open without worrying that I will damage the spine. Next up is the soundtrack. Once again, it features some nice artwork, and it's in a jewel case, which is always welcome. The back features the track list and an appropriate image of a field. It's always good to keep areas with text simple and clutter-free. The inside features an image of Totori's home, and the disc illustration looks like a more energetic variation of the box art. I found the music to be pretty nice, and I remember listening to the CD when commuting to work a couple of times. The poster isn't actually something I want to open, but this is what it looks like. It's double-sided, with one side showing Totori laying on the grass, and the other showing the aftermath of some alchemy shenanigans gone not quite right. It's 45 by 61 centimeters in size, and made of a special material which is waterproof, tear-resistant, and harder to crease than regular paper. And those are all the items that come with the premium edition of Atelier Totori. Overall, it's a neat little collection of items. Hopefully you enjoyed me poking through it. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon page in the description. And I also do the Twitter thing every now and then, so you can follow me there if you do the Twitter thing too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.